Alright, so what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video. So I just evolved my Makima. Now it took quite a while, but I finally evolved her. Now she's actually kind of OP for Infinite, and I'm gonna do an overview and a showcase of her entire kit, ability and stuff like that. So before I continue with the video, I would like to remind that only 1.1% of the viewer that are currently watching the video are subscribed. So if you want to support the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. And yeah, back to the video. Let's do that. So first of all, let me put down my farm a little bit. Now, the thing with Maki is that you need to use her in a team where there are a variety of elements, okay? That's the thing that you need to do for Makima for her to actually basically maximize herself. Now for this showcase, I won't be bringing any godly because they're kind of too OP. So instead, I'll just bring this team because he has basically an element he has unit for every element except light, no, not light, water. But we don't really need that. It's fine because I'll show you that later. So let's start with the showcase actually. So Makima will start out with $2,000. She has both glitch and glorious as always again, max kill tree as well. And for the kill tree, if you're wondering, it's going to be the crit and range kill tree. And she will start out with 4 million damage, 35 range, and 2.7 second SPA. Now she will immediately has a new passive on placement, which is called Bang. Every time attack, she will deal 5 times of her current damage to enemies in range and apply Bloodlust to enemies. And if the enemy already has a bleeding effect on contact, it will deal 10 times damage instead of 5. Alright, so let's actually start the showcase for Makima. 9 million, 16 million, 30 million, 45 million, 64 million, 112 million. Now a new attack called Bang on upgrade 6 for 80,000. The animation is gonna be pretty the same. Her range is pretty good, not gonna lie. And her SPA is pretty consistent. Now on upgrade 8, she will gain a new ability called Domination. Now this is where her entire kit revolves around. It's called Domination, which if you pop this ability, she will have an ability again, not ability, but just like you can pick a unit in your team to basically Makima can control that unit. Now when Makima control that unit, Makima will gain more damage and range, and then the unit that Makima is controlling will gain more damage, but a little slower SPA, only 5%. Now, what's special about this ability is that it doesn't also just buff Makima, but depending on the unit that you are controlling, it will have different effect. Now, that's why I bring multiple elements. So let me place down my Benimaru, and then my Yuno, and then Sasuke. Now, for fire, let's say I use this and then I click on Benimaru because it's fire. You can see that Makima now has a bleed, because if you, for example, use the Domination ability on a fire unit, Makima will gain bleed effect, and then if she's attacking a unit that has bleed, she will deal 25% more damage. And at the same time, remember this ability? If an enemy is already bleeding, she will deal 10 times more damage. So yeah, so the main element that you will kind of want to bring with Makima is fire, because this ability kind of goes in hand with her first passive. Now, for her second one is gonna be water, so let's use that on water. Oh, we actually don't have water because water kind of sucks actually. So instead, we'll do that on Sasuke instead because he's dark. Now she will gain a better fear. That's it. Now the reason I don't pick water is because the water one kind of sucks. Because if you pick water on Makima, she'll get soak attack effect, which is kind of sucks in general. And then like it will buff her damage a little bit and the unit that she picks. So yeah, that's it. It kind of sucks. Anyway, let's use the nature one now because I have a Yuno right here. Now if you use the nature one, she will gain basically every attack. She will have like a different effect. So for the first one, she will deal nothing. For the second one, she will slow the enemy down. The third one, she will apply accelerate and wind shear. For the fourth one, she will stun the enemies. And then for the fifth one, she will cause an enemy to walk backward. And then after that, it will go back to 1 again. Now lastly, let's do the light one because I have Robin right here. Now if you use the light one, you actually don't gain anything until you max her out. So let's do that right now. So 462 million, 539 million, 577 million, 612, blah blah blah. And then right here she gained a new ability on upgrade 14, which is called Sacrifice. Now what Sacrifice does is basically it's a nuke. Okay, it's a nuke, but you need at least the minimum of 3 units being controlled by Makima to actually use this ability. Now the effect of the nuke is actually varied on the unit that she's controlling. So the reason why she needs 3 units on minimum to basically use this ability is because the damage of the nuke kinda depend. So if you use this ability, it will sacrifice the most expensive unit in her range, stunning them for 66 seconds, and then the sacrifice unit total cost will determine the amount of damage that this nuke deals. So if it's 250k or like above that, it's going to be 200 billion damage. If it's 500,000, it's going to be 500 billion. If it's 1 million, it will instantly kill a boss and deal 550 billion damage. If it's 1.5 million, it will instantly kill 2 bosses and deal 750 damages. If it's $2 million, it will instantly kill 5 bosses and deal 1 trillion damage to all enemies on the map. And lastly, if it's 2.5 million, it will instantly kill 10 bosses plus deal 5 trillion damage onto the unit in the entire map, and it will also do a bunch of other stuff. So yeah. And lastly, upgrade 15, she will have the Steel 1000 Year ability, which you will gain access to if you control a light unit. Again, see, control light unit. Now, what this ability does is basically it'll be another huge nuke, but the damage will be 250 times over current damage. But it also has what's it called, percentage based damage. It will reduce the boss of the it will reduce HP boss by 35% and regular enemies by 20%. But if you use this ability, she will basically lose control of all of the domination. So you need to reuse this ability again. So for example, I use this ability, she will get stunned and she lost all of her buff, and at the same time she also lost all of her attack effect. Now let's wait again to prove that, to show you guys that I can use the domination again. So Makima is still stunned currently, so let's wait until she finish the stun. Come on, alright. The stun finished and I can use the ability again. So look, I'll put it on Sasuke again. There you go. And then for sacrifice, see, you must control the minimum of 3 units. So yeah, that is all for this unit. I would like to thank you very much for watching, and also I would recommend getting her for infinite, and also get her in general because you kind of need her if you want to get the godly Denji. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.